Well, hello friends, it's Tina Smythe here with Dresden and Company, and we have a really great treat for you today. As you can see, we're here in the Dresden and Company Workshop with Operations Director Andy Wolf. Hi Andy.
Hey Tina, how's it going?
Happy
Welcome
Friday,
everybody.
right? Happy
yeah,
Friday.
Thank goodness it's Friday.
Yes, absolutely. But we've got a big treat for you today, and if you can't tell, it is berry picking and picnicking season with Dresden and Company. And these are just a couple of their baskets that we're offering this month to do just those things. Picnicking, berry picking, perfect products to take along for those occasions. But we've got something really super special today, don't we, Andy?
We do.
And we are joined by an incredible Dresden and Company weaver, Heidi. She is going to be weaving up, yes, get ready for this, the woven strawberry. So you're going to see it started from beginning until end. So I'm going to turn it over to Andy and Heidi.
So here's Heidi. Heidi's going to get ready to start making the woven strawberry. Her first step to do this is she's got to put the band on the form. And if you look at it, it doesn't look like much of a form yet, but she'll fix that in just a minute.
Have to drill some holes just to start for the tacks. It just helps to keep the band from splitting.
And I'm just keeping the horse from moving. I'm holding it down.
Now we're starting with our breakaway form. And you can explain how this works.
Because the strawberry basket is bigger in the middle and the hole that it comes out of is smaller, the form has to come apart inside of the woven basket once she's done so that we can keep the form here and not send it with the basket. We actually printed these form was made it on a 3D printer, and we've got it so it all comes apart and all goes together and somewhat stays together so they can weave on it. So now it sort of looks more like an upside down strawberry. This will just hold it all tight. The Velcro strap just holds it tight for her so she can weave on it.
And this is our halo to put our splints on with.
I don't know if you can see, but it's even numbered on top. So it tells her what order to put the splints in so they come out laying the correct way once she's done. And she soaked these in water so they're going to bend easy for her and not crack. After I said that, then we'll see what happens.
Hopefully none of them crack. And these splints are double.
And Andy, it definitely is strawberry season with Dresden and Company. This is our #1 seller so far this month, isn't it?
It is our #1 seller so far this month. It has become very popular.
So customers are loving it. And this, of course, is part of the Fresh from the Garden series that we launched in March. Yes,
It is.
March.
So if you were around last month, you saw that we had a carrot.
Yep.
This month we have a strawberry.
And the carrot was our #1 seller for March
It was.
as well.
It
so.
actually even outsold our Easter baskets, yes.
So what I'm hearing is people are loving their fruits and veggies, right?
It seems that
I
way.
think so.
So maybe we should do some more.
Maybe we should. Maybe
we'll have
we
to
should.
see.
We'll have to encourage our friends to keep tuning in with us, right?
I have to get that 3D printer up and running.
It's taking shape, isn't it? And Andy, we didn't mention, I failed to mention this when we opened, that we are in the workshop on Friday during the day. So of course folks are hearing a lot of work happening in here, right?
Yeah, there are a few people working here today. That's good. Yes.
working on those baskets. You can hear the tapping and the drilling, and yes, lots of great work happening here today at 305 Main Street.
Yes. Yeah, when you're in town, stop by. As long as you're
Yes.
here before 2 in the afternoon, it'll be busy.
Yep.
And if you're really an early riser, they start at like 4, so you're
You're
welcome
passing through early, right?
You're welcome to stop by. I won't be here at 4, but everybody else will.
And now I'm putting the screw down on.
So the screw down will hold everything in place for her. She starts to weave so nothing wiggles on her and makes her crazy. Now I'm going to be in your way.
No, you're fine.
So she'll start with a continuous weave where she's going to go over and under with shoestring to start to bring it down and start to form the shape. The continuous weave means she just keeps going round and round and round. That she doesn't stop on each row, she just keeps building on top of them.
And boy, that is a shoestring weave. That is very,
Yes.
very fine and about the size of a shoestring.
Yeah, it's like it's an eighth of an inch.
Now, she used obviously double up splints, but the shoestring is single, correct?
Yeah, when
Yes.
she does it on the bottom, yes.
And Heidi, is that just to help it make it be more pliable as you go around that kind of those small angles? there?
Yes,
Okay.
it's
If you had 2 pieces of weave, the splints are so close together, it's too thick. It wouldn't
Gotcha.
weave.
And it
Yeah.
wouldn't take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It would be
it-
a nice shape, I bet.
Yeah.
Might be a weirdly grown strawberry.
Yes, it would be a strawberry with lots of humps in it.
a little lumpy if you've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, every little detail that goes into every little product, especially these baskets. It all makes a difference.
And I'm just making sure that my splints are straight up and down.
Yeah.
So Heidi's a pretty fast weaver, don't you think? She got a lot of stuff done in a very short amount of time.
Woo, man, that is speed strawberry weaving right there.
So she's working her way up to the top, coming back around.
Look at that. That is a beautiful strawberry.
And this is probably the hardest part of the basket, is making it come back down on it, come back in
Yes.
and get smaller around. You got to do a lot of tugging and a lot of pulling.
And pushing with your fingers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there are times they don't like seeing me walk through this place with some kind of weird thing in my hand. It's like, oh, what are you going to make us do now?
We are definitely pushing the creativity envelope on the baskets, aren't we?
We are, nobody's bored.
Right, right. Well, and our customers love it. So
Yeah.
we keep responding to what our customers and our proprietors are loving, and our hosts, of
Yeah.
course.
I didn't have a choice. I went on vacation and I came back to this.
So lesson learned, don't take a vacation, right, Heidi?
Yes,
See what happens when you get volunteered for when you're not around?
I actually like them, so.
Well, you're doing a great job. That's a beautiful strawberry. It's making me make sure I add strawberries to my grocery list this weekend. They're in season, right? At Carrie and
Almost.
Co. And yeah.
I'm just making sure my splints are straight.
Still straight. Boy, you did a great job keeping those straight all through that process. So Andy, well, something we don't often talk about, of course we haven't, maybe for a while haven't done like a tour all the way through the workshop. All of the materials and everything that Heidi's using is made right here in the workshop, right?
It is,
This whole
yeah.
process.
Yeah, even the 3D printed weaving forms made here in the workshop.
That's true. That's true. It starts with that, right?
Yeah.
Well, it starts with probably a lot of concepting and adjusting and
Actually, it'll start with a piece of foam that I carve up into the shape and start to look at to say, can this be woven? Can we weave around it? And I'll hand it to somebody and say, here, try to weave on this. And they're like, it's foam. I'm like, yeah. Try to weave on it.
perfect.
And we'll come up, before we make it a fall apart, we'll have lots of strawberries with forms inside that won't come out.
But it eventually gets refined and
Yeah.
becomes something that can be produced by the weavers. And
That looks like a strawberry and not like a whatever the first one started to look like.
another kind of fruit,
Yeah.
right? Or veggie.
Or not even.
Or not even close to that, yeah.
Just a red
Yeah.
blob.
So your employees, we get the big sheets of veneer, they cut it into strips.
We do, yeah. We buy sheets. There are 4x8 sheets of veneer that we'll buy for the weaving, and we'll cut it down to lengths, and then we'll cut it into strips. And once it's strips, we'll put color to it, and then it'll come out. Cut them to length if they need to be, and then they'll come out here and turn them into baskets.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And I just love to walk through here and see all the different colors and shapes and sizes and something to see for sure.
There's a lot of different baskets being made at one time in here right now.
Yes.
This is where Heidi takes her frustration out on the carrot.
Strawberry.
Well, the strawberry. Yeah, that's what that is.
It was Shauna on the carrot.
That was Sean on the carrot. You're right.
Now this might be a silly question, but I have to ask. So is that shoestring she just put at the top of the strawberry, is that the same size as the bottom of the strawberry?
Yes.
It is, yeah.
It is, okay, okay. It looks like it, but I just was curious there.
Where there's bigger curves, you have to go with smaller pieces of weaving, or it gets very, we call it elbowy. It doesn't lay
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah, gotcha.
It doesn't go around the curve well.
Okay. So there's that haircut happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to make sure you don't get them too short because then you can't put your band on.
There you go. That's right. That's important.
The first couple were that way.
A little bit of learning curve. That's okay. That's okay.
Now I'm just going to color the ends so that it matches the band.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, that pin's not red.
No, it isn't. I was wondering about that.
No,
Like, that's
because the band is green.
Because the band is green, exactly. That's perfect. So they're colored to match the band. Okay. Every little detail.
And then this band is put on to be straight across from the inside band.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Okay.
Pick a tack, any tack.
Yeah.
There's actually, each one of those piles is a different size tack.
Yeah. She knows just which one to use that's going to hold it all together.
How much she's going through, yeah. Or not.
That one didn't want to hold. And we drill holes just so that the band don't split and the splints
That's
don't.
perfect, yep. That's good to know.
Yeah, you split a splint on this basket.
Oh, that would be tough,
Yes.
yeah.
Fixing that's not going to be easy.
And to put all that work into it just to get to the top and then have
Yes.
that happen. So he's doing all the right things for sure. Now, the one thing our friends watching probably need to know is this is an April only offer, right?
It is an April only offer.
Yes, so it is time sensitive to get this fruit added to your Fresh from the Garden collection. So it is available through April 30th.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's not
so-
31 days in April, right?
Nope, only 30 in this month. So it's available through the end of the month. So definitely, if you have a proprietor, I would encourage you to connect with a proprietor and get yours ordered, one or two or whatever, or maybe host a party to share with
All
your
my
friends.
family and friends need to go
Yes,
and buy one.
yes, family and friends, absolutely. If you don't have a proprietor, you can visit our website at DresdenandCompany.com and you can connect with a proprietor in your area. We want to share the love with the strawberries, don't we? And all of our
Yeah.
April baskets. Our berry picking baskets are April only, our awesome lunch
box.
tote and our
Oh, lunch
picnic
tote.
weave, and yes, they are April only as well. And she is holding that tight. I can see her gripping that and pulling that tight, and
Don't have to go to the gym and do an arm workout.
right. This is your workout every day, huh?
Yes.
So Andy, let me ask you a question. Maybe you can't answer or maybe don't want to answer. No, I'm kidding. So how many, would you say, how many different maybe variations of the concepting process would something like this go through compared to, you know, a standard maybe functional basket? Did this go through much more, or is
A
it?
few more
Okay.
iterations, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was about getting the shape to read like a strawberry.
Sure,
That was the
sure.
biggest challenge, was how do you get the shape to read like a strawberry?
Yep.
So that it would not look like an egg or anything else.
Yeah.
And trying to get some of the subtleties of the shape of a strawberry into it. And you have to watch, because when you weave it, most of the subtleties go away. So you got to sometimes over accent the subtleties so that they show up once it's woven up.
That makes perfect
And
sense.
so you get the shape and the contours that you want to try to get.
Okay, now I'm going to put on the trim and the leaves.
Oh, nice. Here we go. Okay. I've been wanting to see this.
This was probably the hardest thing to figure out on how to do this, was to get leaves onto that basket that would stay there and still make it actually able to put them on there and make it producible.
Well, and the band is already on,
Yes.
which is what is interesting.
Well, we
That's-
first were trying to stick them underneath the band, but
Okay.
they needed an extra set of hands to be able to do that.
Gotcha. And weaving to this point is not a tag team approach, right? It's
Typically,
it's
no.
very individual. There
It
you
is,
go.
yes. Getting another set of hands in there, maybe a little,
Right.
cozy.
Right. That is interesting. And I think you've shared this with us before, which I find really fascinating, is to your point, you know, you think of the concepts and you begin to kind of craft the idea, but you hand it over to your team and they, with what they do, being the hands-on, they refine it really and make it
Make it-
feasible to,
yes.
to produce and to
How to
sell,
turn it
bring
into
to
something,
market.
yeah.
That's
Something we can
awesome.
actually make, yes. Yeah, I can come up with all kinds of ideas we can never make. Or we could make them, but they'd be $9 million. It's definitely a team problem-solving approach.
Yes, that's That's great. Okay, so I have another question. So the little leaves that she's attaching to the top of the strawberry, did she cut those down herself before she started the process, or does your supply team, did they cut the little leaves?
They cut the little leaves, but
Okay.
she'll refine them.
Okay, gotcha. So they give her something to start with the
Yeah.
strip, and then she turns them into the actual shape.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
awesome.
Because we wanted them to feel a little more organic, a little more natural, so
Sure.
we didn't want them all to look like they were cookie cuttered.
Yep, that makes sense.
This is a slow process.
No, that's the fun part right there. That's cool to see how that works.
And I pre-bend them a little bit.
Do you? Okay.
So that,
so that they lay over that rounded
Yeah.
shape there a bit. Yeah.
They're also very wet.
Yes.
Yes.
I was going to say, yeah, they do look very damp.
Yeah, this whole basket weaves up wet. We do a lot of weaving, try to dry, but this basket, everything's got to be wet.
Honestly, with what you shared with us, that makes total sense in order to make that
Yeah.
shape be so pronounced. I mean, honestly, like it's perfect.
yeah, because when I get up to this part, they would see that I wet the splints and
Yes,
stuff.
I did see that. Yes. Yep.
And that's what I was doing to help get the shape.
Yes. That's, yep.
So if you go to clean your basket, a damp sponge is fine because they start off wet.
Yep.
Pick a tack, any tack.
The other one was too small. It's funny how you can, after years of doing this, you can tell the difference.
Absolutely. You have
just
that
by
eye for it.
feel.
Yep, of
I don't know how
course,
you
yep.
pick. I can't even pick them up.
Right. I'd have to have
Yeah.
like, you know,
Magnets in the end of my fingers.
Yes,
The only way I know
yes.
where to pick those things up.
okay, here we go. So taps off just like every other basket on the form, right?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
It does.
Well, as I say, it was woven pretty tight, so I'm sure it's snug in there. There it is.
Comes apart really easy.
Yes. Man, I still can't get over the design of that, to just know to, I mean, and the size of that form has to be precise. I mean,
Yeah.
in order for that to
Yeah.
all work, that is amazing. Again, you have an incredible team.
I
know
do.
that. We have an incredible team all across Dresden
Good.
and Company,
Yeah.
inside Dresden and all
And
across
other-
the country.
yes,
It takes
yes.
it takes all of us for sure. That's a lot of pieces in that basket. Woo.
Nope.
pruning, right?
It
Or
is,
I
yeah,
guess
exactly,
I guess you
exactly,
could say that
yeah.
that's what that's like.
She's just pruning. If you notice, she's got no fingernails, so she may have done a little pruning on her fingernails as well.
You probably would not be able to do something like this.
No.
So cute. So cute. All right, look at that. And the last part, or did you already? Oh,
Nope.
Get ready to. Yes.
And you have to write so small.
Look at that, friends. There you go. Heidi McCabe produced that woven strawberry, wove it from start to finish, proudly signed her full name, dated it, put the year on there, and that is our woven strawberry. Great job, Heidi.
Thank you.
Heidi.
Yes,
Nice work.
oh my goodness. And to all of our friends, Andy, thank you so much for
Thanks.
always letting us come and hang out.
I keep trying to change it all.
No, he's not going to keep us away because we know you all love every chance you get to take a look at our craft and obviously to support our hardworking weavers and all of our folks that work here in manufacturing. And of course, we can't forget the hardworking folks who get these shipped out to you, to our proprietors and customers all across the country. So, and a shout out to Sharon who's behind the camera today. Sharon, thank you so much. And to everyone, have a great day and we'll see you back here again very soon.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.